Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dave, DNA Realty Group. Today we're going to talk about the top features that buyers look for when they're looking to buy a home. Number one, you got to search for the right price. The biggest mistake we see buyers making all the time is they don't get pre-approved. They start looking in a specific price point, say it'll be $700,000 to $1 million, and then they get approved and they realize they can only afford $650,000. Well, as you can imagine, that's not fun. So always reach out to us first so we can connect you with a lender and see where you are financially and what you can do. That way we know what the strategy is to help you buy. So number one, you have to search for the right price. Number two, prioritize the location. I find now with COVID in place, a lot of people are able to move to the next state over, or an hour away, or 40 minutes away, because they don't have to take the commute to drive to work anymore, which is amazing. So prioritize the location. What I find in my 10 years of experience with buyers is most of the time, whatever location you pick ends up changing. So be open and just see different areas and what they have to offer. Nowadays, all these areas are beautiful. So what you can do is just take your time, prioritize the location or the general area, and then we'll help you find something, because what happens is usually the house that you want for the price that you want ends up being a little further or in a different place than you originally thought it was going to be. Okay? Number three, think long term, okay? The National Association of Realtors states that the average first time home buyer stays in the house between 5 to 7 years, okay? So this isn't going to be a forever home regardless of what you think. Just statistically, it shows that you're probably going to make a move again. Just think about any place that you've lived in. Have you lived there for more than 5 to 7 years? So naturally you're going to make a move. So just think long term, this isn't forever. Pick the right house for right now. Number four, assess the property condition. You obviously don't want to buy a dump. You want to make sure the property is in good condition. We as realtors know properties. We look at over 100 properties every single month, and obviously we see a lot of different things, and we can help you look for red flags. So that's why you always want to hire a professional. Number five, don't focus on minor cosmetic details. For instance, when I bought my personal property, my personal residence, it needed to be painted. Some carpets needed to be ripped up. I needed to put heat vent covers to make it look nicer. I painted the whole thing. However, I bought my house for 80% of its value. So just by doing those minor touch-ups, and then I had it reappraised, and what happened is I had instant equity. I had equity in my house, which is amazing. So if a house needs a little work, don't focus on the minor cosmetic details. I updated the AC units, and what you can do is you can have equity in a home. That is still possible. However, the market is hot, so just pay attention. If a place needs to be painted, that's okay. Paint is great. It makes the home your own, and you get to pick your own colors, and just makes it look a million times better. And stick with your must-haves, okay? You got to figure out what you really want and what you think you want, right? So if you just need a garage, get a garage. But if you think you need 3-car garages right away, that could just be a want, right? If you think you need 5-car garages, but you really only need 2 or 3. So you got to figure that out. If you think you need the AC unit, but then you just could put a window AC in some of these properties, which ends up saving you, in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars. So you just got to figure out what it is that you really, really want in a house, okay? If you want a finished basement, or can you finish your basement, and that's just a want. So you could buy a house with a full basement and then end up finishing it. Do you want it renovated, or do you want to update it? Do you want 2 bathrooms, or you must have 5 bathrooms? You got to sit down, think about it, write it out, and those are some of the top features to look for in your home. And if you have any questions, you could go to dna-realty.com. In the link below, you can connect with us, and we definitely can help you in Massachusetts and New Hampshire.